It's going down. Alright, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Hadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of It's Going Down, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wakaha, Wadash. Iran has finger on trigger to repel United States attack general. So as you may know, there's been a lot of tensions rising over there in the Middle East. Okay, and we know that World War III is not going to directly start with the United States just attacking Iran. It's going to start with those small hats, okay? Them small hats over there in the land of Israel that's going to go into the land of Iran, attack them, and then get the United States involved. Like it tells you in Jeremiah, okay, Jeremiah chapter 50, and let's go to 45 real quick. Okay, Jeremiah 50 verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, that he have taken against Babylon. Now we know that Babylon, aka Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon the Great whore, is the United States of America, and its purposes that he had proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Okay, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Now, the least of the flock is talking about the so-called Israelis, the small hats. Okay, they are the smallest amongst the nations. Okay, I believe they have the lowest population on the planet, but that I believe that's part of why they are known as the least of the flock. Okay, they are the least of the flock that shall draw them out. Shall draw who out? Babylon. Okay, the least of the flock. Okay, shall draw Babylon, the United States of America, into their confrontation against Iran. So surely, okay, so surely the least of the flock are them small hats in the land of Israel. Okay, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Shall draw, so the so-called Israelis are going to draw the United States of America out into their confrontation against Iran. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And that's going to happen during World War III, when those ICBM, which is an acronym for intercontinental ballistic missiles, are shot off by Russia, China, North Korea, India, Iran, as well as NATO, who will turn on the United States of America, according to Revelation 17 verse 17, and shoot their intercontinental ballistic missiles on the land of Israel, as well as the United States of America, making both lands desolate. But the only difference is that this land, known as the United States of America, will never be rebuilt ever again. Okay, there will be nobody dwelling over here on this land. Okay, like it tells you in Isaiah 13, verse 19 on down. Okay, nobody will dwell here in this land, but it shall be wholly desolate. It shall be a desert after the fire and the smoke from the nuclear warheads, which came out of the ICBMs, go out. Well, when the smoke and the fire go out, this place will be one big desert that will be inhabited by desert-like creatures. But the land of Israel will be rebuilt, okay? Because that is our land. The land of Israel belongs to us, the Israelites, which are the Negro, Latino, and Native Indians. Okay? But I mean, excuse me. I apologize. The land of Israel will be rebuilt by you heathens. Slip of the tongue, not of the heart. Okay, you heathens, starting with the self-proclaimed white man, because at that time, you heathens will be in chains and shackles, and you all will be in slavery. Okay, and you know the elect of the elect of the nation of Israel will put you heathens into slavery. Okay, so all of you heathens are going to be slaves to the Israelites in the kingdom of heaven. So the elect of the elect of the nation of Israel, which are the Negro, Latino, and Native Indians, okay, the elect, the 1/3, okay, they are going to enslave you heathens and make you heathens, make you so-called white people, which are the biblical Edomites, as well as you heathen nations. They are going to make you build up the kingdom of heaven. So let's read some of this article here, and I hope to be of the elect, the 1/3 of the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, stands ready with its finger on the trigger to fend off any U.S. or small hat aggression, or you could say Amalek, because those people in the land of Israel calling themselves JEWISH, they are not JEWISH. They are descendants of Amalek. They are Amalekites. Okay. And we know that the Amalekites were descendants of Esau, which makes them Edomites. So ultimately, those people in the land of Israel today, calling themselves JEWISH, they are not JEWISH. They are Amalekites, which makes them ultimately Edomites, according to the Holy Scriptures. So the U.S. or Amalekite aggression, its commander general contained mass protests which had been going on for weeks. The unrest erupted in late December over rising inflation and the collapse of the national currency, quickly descending into violent riots accompanied by political demands. According to the Iranian authorities, the Iranian authorities, weeks of violence left at least 3,000 people dead, with Tehran accusing the United States and Amalek of instigating the turmoil, in which the U.S. and the small hats are to blame for the turmoil that is going on around the world. Okay? Because what the United States will do is they will send the CIA to hire agent provocateurs in different countries to incite riots, violence, civil wars, to ultimately plunge the whole country into chaos. Excuse me. Okay, it says U.S. President DJ Trump has made several threats against Tehran, telling Iranian demonstrators at one point that help is on the way. Okay, so we can see where this is going. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom is on to the next one.